Allowing OCI candidates may not impact Indian medical students. Education Times.
Hello medical aspirants, welcome to my YouTube channel. Allowing overseas citizen of India students may not impact Indian medical education. This is what the Times of India last Monday published an article in its Education Times. The National Testing Agency in its original information bulletin under class 5.2.2 specifies that OCI card holders shall not be eligible to take admission against any seats reserved for Indian citizens, and they should apply only for NRI quota seats. This information was published based on the notification in the Gazette by the Ministry of Home Affairs on 4/3/2021. The Gazette notification further specifies that OCI card holders are not Indian citizens because they are possessing foreign passport, and therefore they should be treated as only foreign nationals and not Indian citizens. Therefore, they are entitled only for NRI quota admissions. Agreed by the contents of the Gazette notification, the OCI card holders petitioned before the Supreme Court of India. The Supreme Court of India last February in its 75-page judgment ruled that OCI card holders who born after 4/3/21 and who secured the OCI status after that date alone are entitled for NRI quota admissions, and this Gazette notification will have only prospective effect and not retrospective effect. Others who born before 4/3/21 and who secured the OCI status can opt for Indian medical seats. Based on the court ruling, the National Testing Agency revised the eligibility criteria for OCI card holders and issued a corrigendum to this effect. Let me look into details of this article published in the Times of India and also the revised eligibility criteria published by the National Testing Agency. Let me look into the video now.
Allowing OCI candidates may not impact Indian medical students. This is the Times of India media report in the Educational Times that was published last Monday. This is the data taken for the year 21 and 22. During 2021, there were 565 registered candidates, 519 candidates appeared for the examination, and the qualification data is 428. Similarly, for the year 2022, the registered candidates under OCI was 647, appeared 568 and qualified 458. This is the data taken from the National Testing Agency. This is the corrigendum issued by the National Testing Agency on 31st March 23. In pursuance of the judgment dated 3/2/23 of the Honorable Supreme Court of India, aspiring OCI candidates of NEET UG 23 are hereby informed that the amended provisions of class 5.2.2 of the Information Bulletin of NEET UG 23 dealing with the eligibility of OCI card holders for NEET UG 23 shall be read as follows. This is the notification given on 31st March 23, that is this is the amended provision. An overseas citizen of India will be eligible for admission to the undergraduate medical, dental, Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, Homeopathy courses in India, subject to the rules, regulations, notifications released from time to time by the respective regulatory bodies, counseling authorities, admission authorities, in conformity with the policy decision of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and the Ministry of Home Affairs. This is the amended provision for 5.2.2 class of the Information Bulletin. See, this is the Times of India notification. The National Testing Agency had recently revised the eligibility criteria for overseas citizen of India card holders, making OCI persons with Indian origin and non-resident Indians eligible for admission to Indian medical, dental, Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani and Homeopathy colleges. While this may not impact the total number of seats available for Indian students in the short term, medical practitioners say that if the OCI, NRI, PIO students avail a subsidized seat, then they should spend a few years in India serving the country post the completion of their course. In 2021, the Ministry of Home Affairs, through a notification, had specified the rights to which an OCI card holder shall be entitled under the Citizenship Act 1955. It stated that the OCI card holders shall not be eligible for admission against any seat reserved exclusively for Indian citizens. The notification explained that the OCI PIO card holder is a foreign national holding a passport of a foreign country and is not a citizen of India. After the OCI candidates petitioned, the Supreme Court of India allowed them to be considered for all medical seats. In 2023, the National Testing Agency notified that the OCI PAO will be eligible for admission to the undergraduate medical, dental, Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, Homeopathy courses in India according to the rules, regulations, notification issued from time to time by the respective regulatory authorities. On whether allowing OCI, PAO, NRI students to seek admission to Indian medical seats will lead to reducing the number of seats available for Indian students, a Health Ministry official on the condition of anonymity says that the Indian government seats are highly meritorious and there are only a few OCI NRI candidates, so it may not reduce the total number of seats for Indian students. The court has said that those candidates who have been registered as OCI till the year 21 only are eligible to seek admission to Indian medical seats so far. This may change if OCI candidates petition the Supreme Court. To discourage students from flying back to their countries immediately after completing their course, the Ministry of Home Affairs may make it conditioned for those who take an Indian seat to pay the fee applicable for NRI seats. It may also look into making OCI PAO students sign a bond making it mandatory for them to serve the country if they have taken a subsidized seat, the official adds. Finally, also the fee at private colleges is higher than that of government medical colleges. So, if the OCI students are being allowed in government colleges, then the authorities can look at revising the fee structure as such candidates will go back to their adoptive countries without making any significant contributions in India. Suggest Professor Jipmer Pondicherry that does not have provisions for OCI and NRI category seats. However, those OCI students who study in India may also face problems if their Indian degree is not recognized in their adoptive countries. Just like foreign medical graduates face the foreign medical graduate exam in India, they also might have to face something similar in their countries, says Professor Department of Surgery, AIIMS Rishikesh. There are only a few OCI candidates, so it may not reduce the total number of seats for Indian students. This is the previous data for 21 and 22 in which OCI candidates qualified 478 in 2021, 458 in 2022. Thanks for watching. For updates, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.